Here?
Here.
And Mr. Ramos is not here today, but we do have a quorum. So will you please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? Number 17 has been aye. Not on. Number 3 is the executive officer.
I'd like to take a moment to express my heartfelt condolences to the victims and their families of the Oakland fire.
Indeed.
A total of 36 lives. Alameda County District Attorney and her office, and we're prepared to help with financial. Alameda JP, and we're keeping in close contact with them.
Thank you.
Another sad note as well, December 2nd marked the 1-year anniversary of the San Bernardino attack, and it's not, as we all know, uncommon for many victims to be struggling this. And we have, as you know, submitted the Anti-Terrorism and Emergency Assistance Program grant. The grant request is for over $4 million to cover things such as heightened security and relocation of the victims. Then that was done immediately following the shootings. This is a reimbursement for that. Shared through the media. We're also planning monthly community resiliency forums and continued crisis counseling. So we are in daily contact with OVC as they shepherd this application through the final stages of sign-off so that the funds can be able to be made available to us. And then finally, at our January meeting, although I may postpone it until February, now knowing that Member Ramos won't be here next month, I'll be presenting our 2016 accomplishments, which is kind of an annual thing that I've done for you so that you can I'm looking forward to sharing that with you probably in February.
That's always a very good and thoughtful report. Yes. Thank you very much. And I add our sincere condolences, Chair of the Board, to that of yours, Julie, for the victims and their families of the tragedy in the Oakland warehouse fire. And the Brown administration stands ready to assist and has been assisting where appropriate and will continue to. Thank you. Any comments or questions, Rick, of the executive officer statement? Okay, good. The next item is the contract report. Yes. Julie, would you like to deliver that too?
Yes, thank you. I have prizes in the amount of $135,000. We are asking them to do an assessment of the effectiveness of the board on what we're doing. We're doing some surveys before the campaign and then after the campaign. Their wording and approach is that we're taking in this outreach campaign. It's very important for us to continue to do outreach to all citizens of California, particularly the underserved communities that we've identified through our research. But there are myriad ways of doing that, and we want to be sure that the techniques that we're utilizing have the greatest potential for success.
And University Enterprises specializes in this sort of assessment?
Yes, yes, we're very impressed with their
Interesting. Maybe you and I can discuss that at one point. Yeah, good. Okay.
All right. Secondly, I have 2 contract amendments for our contractors working on the CARES modification project. I will give you the good news, and that is that we are so on track with this project. We are on schedule. With that, working with the system to identify
includes the
any
county,
shortcomings.
the county folks?
Yes, they
Yeah.
will be flowing. And we have had some staff vacancies on the state side for some time that have been positions have stayed vacant, has put added pressure on our contractors to fill that gap and need to be re-upped.
Yeah.
And so I'm asking for the Capio Group contract. The first one is contract 5003. I'd like to amend that contract to resource base that we need to get us through March.
Okay, this goes through the end.
And then there will, of course, be a couple of weeks where, or 2 or 3 weeks where we will continue to monitor the success of that cutover.
And this is really just the extension of this
This is
testing
an extension.
services.
Yes.
Okay, it's not beginning of them.
No, we are well into testing.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
And then the second one, I think you probably can just take this in one motion. The second one is for Capio Group's contract 5010. 617, and that's for architectural and development, because as we're testing it, then we go back and adjust what needs to be adjusted, and our development consultants with the Capio Group do that for us. So those are the two amendments that I'm asking your approval of.
Okay, well, I hope we nail it in March.
I think we will.
All right, I'll move approval of the new contract as well as the two contract amendments.
I will second that. It's been moved and seconded to approve the university group contract. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you
Okay,
very much.
Thank you. Is a request to revise the mental health guidelines that will be presented by Robin. Good morning, Robin.
Okay, oh, that's on. Okay. Good morning. I am Robin Fimmelby, manager of the resource branch here at Cal VCB, and today a few of the proposed revisions are to allow telehealth as a mode of providing treatment. Geographical barriers to accessing treatment. Allow case management for derivative victims. The board approved case management for direct victims in 2015, and this would expand that benefit to all victims. Amend the criteria for the measurement of treatment progress, and a couple small edits for clarification. We did receive a few comments from
Or were they just responded to?
responded to the comments were mostly about items that had no changes. But we purposely used that language because we're stealing it a little bit from the business and professional. Seeking approval from the board to accept the amendments to the mental health guidelines today.
Okay.
I'll move approval.
Okay, great. I will second. It's been moved and seconded to approve the revision to the mental health guidelines. All in favor?
Aye.
Thanks, Robin.
Uh-huh.
Okay, the board will now convene into closed session pursuant to Government Code 11126C3 to discuss numbers 1 through 38 8 of the Victim Compensation Program. Okay?